Ever found yourself feeling a pang of jealousy when your partner talks to someone else? You're not alone. Jealousy, often referred to as the green-eyed monster, is a common thread in the tapestry of human emotions. It's a universal feeling that transcends cultures, ages, and genders. Yet, despite its ubiquity, it often carries a negative connotation. We often associate jealousy with insecurity, possessiveness, and mistrust. But let's pause for a moment and consider this. Jealousy, in its essence, is a natural human emotion. It's a reaction to a perceived threat to something we value. In relationships, it's a sign that we care about our partner and the bond we share. But like any emotion, when jealousy spirals out of control, it can wreak havoc on our relationships and our peace of mind. So, if you've ever wrestled with the green-eyed monster, stay with us as we delve into practical ways to handle jealousy in a relationship. First off, let's get to know our opponent better. What really is jealousy? Jealousy, my friends, is a complex emotion, a cocktail of feelings that often originates from insecurity, fear, and competition. It's like a prickly thorn that digs into our hearts, creating discomfort and tension. Let's picture jealousy as an iceberg, lurking beneath the surface of our consciousness. Only its tip is visible, while the bulk of it remains hidden underwater. The tip represents the jealousy we express, but beneath lies a vast expanse of emotions that feed this green-eyed monster. Insecurity, the fear of losing what we cherish, and competitiveness, the desire to be the best or have the best. These are the hidden depths of our iceberg. Understanding this iceberg is crucial because it shapes our perception of jealousy. It's not just about coveting someone else's success or possessions. More often than not, it's about an internal battle, a struggle with our own insecurities and fears. Now let's debunk a common myth. Not all jealousy is harmful. Yes, you heard it right. There's a thing called healthy jealousy, and it's a normal part of any relationship. It serves as a signal that something matters to us. It's like an alarm bell, warning us to pay attention to something that's important. But then, there's unhealthy jealousy, the kind that consumes you, gnaws at your happiness, and can even lead to destructive behavior. This type is often rooted in deeper issues like low self-esteem or feelings of inadequacy. It's like a wildfire. Left unchecked, it can devastate relationships and personal growth. So, how do we differentiate between the two? Simple. By recognizing and understanding what triggers our jealousy. Is it a genuine concern for the relationship, or is it an irrational fear fueled by our insecurities? The answer to this question is the key to managing this complex emotion. In the end, it all boils down to self-awareness. Recognizing and understanding what triggers jealousy is the first step in learning how to deal with it. One of the most powerful tools in our arsenal against jealousy is communication, a simple yet profound truth that we often overlook. When the green-eyed monster rears its ugly head, the first thing we should reach for is not the sword of anger or the shield of defense, but the olive branch of conversation. Jealousy is a natural emotion, yet it's often seen as something to be ashamed of, something to hide. But sweeping it under the rug only lets it grow in the shadows. It's like a weed in the garden of your relationship. If left unattended, it can overrun the beautiful blossoms of trust and understanding. So, how do we deal with it? We communicate. Open and honest communication is the gardener that keeps the relationship healthy. It's about expressing your feelings without blame or accusation. It's saying, "I feel jealous," rather than, "You make me jealous." It's about owning your emotions, acknowledging them, and asking for understanding from your partner. But remember, communication is a two-way street. It's not just about talking, it's also about listening. When your partner shares their feelings, listen with empathy and understanding. Don't dismiss their emotions, even if you don't fully understand them. Try to see the world through their eyes. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And when you're on the receiving end of a jealousy confession, remember to respond with kindness and reassurance. Don't get defensive or dismissive. Understand that your partner is being vulnerable with you, and treat that vulnerability with the respect it deserves. Communication, when done right, can turn the tide of jealousy. It can transform it from a destructive force into a catalyst for growth. It can deepen your connection with your partner and strengthen the bonds of your relationship. So the next time jealousy knocks on the door of your relationship, welcome it in. Sit it down at the table of communication. Talk about it, listen to it, understand it. Use it as an opportunity to learn and grow together. Remember, it's not about blaming your partner, but expressing how you feel. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is a partnership, and partnerships are built on understanding and communication. Another effective strategy in managing jealousy is working on your self-esteem. Let's take a moment to consider this. Jealousy often stems from a place of insecurity and fear. When we feel insecure about ourselves, we tend to compare ourselves with others and fear that we might not measure up. This is where boosting self-esteem comes into play. So, what is self-esteem? Simply put, it's your overall sense of worth or value. It's the confidence in your ability to think, to cope with the basic challenges of life, and to be deserving of happiness. When our self-esteem is shaky, we're more likely to view our relationship through a lens of fear and doubt. But how can we boost our self-esteem? It may seem like a daunting task, but it's entirely possible with some small, consistent steps. One of the most powerful tools at our disposal is positive self-talk. We're often our own worst critics, filling our minds with negative thoughts. But what if we turn that around? Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "I am worthy." Instead of dwelling on your mistakes, focus on your accomplishments. Remember, your words have power, and they can shape the way you see yourself. Next, engaging in activities that boost confidence can also be a game changer. This can be anything from taking up a new hobby, learning a new skill, or even doing small things that make you feel good about yourself. These activities not only improve your self-image but also shift your focus away from your partner and on to your personal growth. Lastly, surround yourself with positive influences. The people we spend time with can greatly impact our self-esteem. Choose to be with those who uplift you, encourage you, and believe in you. When you start to feel good about yourself, when you start to value your worth, you'll find that the green-eyed monster of jealousy starts to shrink. You'll realize that you don't need to compare yourself to others or fear their accomplishments because you're secure in your own worth. When you feel good about yourself, you're less likely to feel threatened by others. Trust, they say, is the foundation of any relationship, and it's also a key component in managing jealousy. Imagine a house. Now picture the relationship as that house, and trust as the sturdy concrete foundation holding it all together. Without this crucial element, the house, or the relationship, is prone to cracks, instability, and eventual collapse. Building trust in a relationship is akin to laying that concrete foundation. It's a continuous process, requiring patience, understanding, and most importantly, honesty. Open and honest communication about your feelings, insecurities, and fears is a great way to foster trust. It's about showing vulnerability, letting your guard down, and allowing your partner to see the real you, unfiltered and genuine. But remember, trust isn't just given, it's earned. It's about consistently proving to your partner that you can be relied upon, that your words match your actions, and that you're committed to maintaining the integrity of your relationship. It's about making promises and keeping them. It's about showing up, not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally, for your partner. However, while trust is a cornerstone of any relationship, let's not forget the importance of independence. Yes, you heard that right. Independence in a relationship is not an oxymoron. It's about maintaining your individuality, your personal interests, your friendships, and your sense of self, even while being part of a couple. Because at the end of the day, a relationship is about two complete individuals choosing to share their lives. It's not about losing yourself in the other person or becoming so intertwined that you can't tell where one ends and the other begins. It's about balance, about complementing each other, not completing each other. So cherish your independence, nurture your trust, and watch as your relationship flourishes, free from the shackles of jealousy. Healthy relationships are about two independent individuals sharing a life, not two people dependent on each other for their happiness. So there you have it, understanding jealousy, open communication, boosting self-esteem, and nurturing trust and independence. These elements aren't just individual pieces of a puzzle, they're interwoven threads that create a tapestry of a healthy relationship. Jealousy, the green-eyed monster, can raise its head in any relationship. But remember, it's not a monster if we understand its roots. Communication then steps in as our knight in shining armor, helping us express our feelings honestly and openly. Next, boosting self-esteem acts like a protective shield, safeguarding us from unnecessary doubts and fears. And lastly, nurturing trust and independence, the twin pillars that support and uplift a relationship, reminding us that we are two complete individuals choosing to be together. Remember, everyone feels jealous at times, but it's how you handle it that counts. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification button for more videos.